your mindset coming into this year?
Yeah, there comes a time, when you practice between January 15th and February 15th when you need to go out and play somebody with a different name on the jersey. And I think the players would tell you that we're definitely there. As the old coach with a bunch of new faces out there, I probably would maybe use another week or two, but I feel like we're as prepared as we can be at this point. We were able to get outside 2 weeks ago, virtually the entire week, and all of the pitchers were able to throw in a scrimmage environment one time, which is a big bonus. And then we were obviously back in the week after, but the group works hard, and I really enjoy this group, being with them. All of our coaches do. We really haven't had a bad day the whole season. They love to play. I think they have some toughness innately as a group. And the only thing that's going to be different is that last couple of years we've had guys out there that we've been able to pencil in the lineup for 2 or 3 years, and this year there's just going to be a lot of new faces on the position player side. Our pitching staff, I feel really good about our pitching staff. We suffered some pretty big losses, but we did have a lot of guys who had experience, who had been out there coming back, and all of those guys have really worked hard and have improved and are in a good place right now. And the one break that we caught this summer was that Cade Obermueller is back, and that gives us a bona fide Friday night starter out there, and Cade has just continued to make steady progress, and he's been pretty impressive in the early simulated games that we've done. And I feel like he's in the best place he's been since he has been here. And then Aaron Savory pitched well for us last year, and had a good role, and he'll be week 1 Saturday starter. And then Reese Buter didn't have he would say he would agree with me, just didn't have a great year last year, and his stuff and his makeup and his work ethic, just he's too good for that to be who he is. And he went out and made some changes, and he and Coach Kenny have hit it off well, and he pitched great all fall, and has earned the Sunday starter for us. And then Anthony Watts is one of our best guys, and had a big role last season, and it was a tough decision on what to do, whether to start Anthony or bring him out of the bullpen. And so this could flip-flop at any time, but right now, week 1, big picture, that this might be the best version of the team if it works, is like use Anthony as a longer close on Friday after Cade if we have a lead or feel like we have a chance to win that game, because he's a guy that can go 3 or 4 innings, and he's prepped to start. He's built up to start, so we could obviously flip it next week if we wanted to and give him a chance. But the great thing about Anthony is that as much as he wants to start, he just wants to help the team win, and he's a better version of what you saw last year, in my opinion, too.
How close are you to a starting lineup?
Starting lineup, that was a little tougher. We're still taking in as much data as we can. We just found out literally half hour ago, Sam sent over who their starters were going to be, so trying to prep was a little tough, but because they have a new coach, a lot of guys took off with the portal stuff, and we tried to do as much research as we could to see who's still there, and who we thought would be their Friday guy, and it was either going to be a left-hander or a right-hander. So as far as the Friday night lineup, that'll be dictated somewhat by the lefty as the guy who they decided to start. So now we can make some better decisions on what we think would be the best matchup.